Let's walk through the event calendar demos. We're going to start with let's dissect the first three. The mobile month view, the desktop month view, and responsive behavior. The first one is the mobile month view, what we see right here. At the top of the screen, you can see a calendar, and below that you can see an agenda. What this does, so this goes back to the same control, to the same component, the event calendar component, but it has two different views which are obviously in sync. What this enables us is to simply, if we look at the code, I call this simple, to simply create a combined view with the calendar at the top and the agenda at the bottom, and everything all the way to navigation. If I click on the 22nd, it goes to the 22nd. If I scroll this list, it automatically navigates the calendar. This is all implemented, and it works out of the box. The calendar stays fixed at the top of the screen, and then the list can be of course scrolled. Okay, so let's dissect the code a little bit. We can see this is the plain JavaScript code, but it goes the same, very similar as the jQuery implementation. And then we have this in Angular and in React as well. So we look at the event calendar instance. A theme is specified. This is the iOS theme. Theme variant is specified. This is the light theme. I can easily switch this to dark, and it goes like this. Or I can set it to the auto theme variant, which basically checks what kind of theme I have loaded in the browser on the system, and it inherits it applies that. Let's go back to specifically light, and then we have the view. Now the view, as I said, is made out of a calendar, a monthly calendar type month. This is a JavaScript object, and an agenda of type month. And then the data is being loaded with. So there's a JSON object which comes from it contains this data that shows up on the demo page. Is used for the demos, and it passes it. There's an events object, and it sets the events objects to events, which is what is being returned here. So this would be the mobile month view combined with a monthly agenda. If we go to the next demo, this is a desktop month view, and it looks a little bit different. This is better for bigger screens, when you have more screen real estate. For instance, on a tablet, you might want to use this type of month view with the events as labels, or on a desktop screen, or you could have just a different use case. This could be the job of this screen could be totally different than the job of this screen. So for this one, we have the events laid out. It goes back to the same data, as you can see. It loads the data the same way, but it lays the events out differently. So we have the labels. You can see that multi-day events are supported. If you hover the events, the specific ones are highlighted. So the Friends Binge Marathon goes on from Saturday to Sunday. And then those events that don't fit the height of the calendar, of the cell basically, will be shown in a popover and so you'll see a three more events label right here. And then if you click it, or if you click on the day actually, then you will see the popover with all the events for that day. The label clicks, you can intercept label clicks in the on label click event, and you can do something like it's on event click. And then you can do things like display, or you can do anything basically. It's up to you what you do. Right, in this demo we just show toast with this message. You can get the event, and you can get the event data, and everything that's important to you. If we look at the code, it's pretty similar to what we had before. The same theme variant. A height is specified here. So you can specify, you can set a height for the whole calendar, and the width is liquid. Basically, it fills out the 100% of the container that it is in. And then the view setting. This is important. The view setting, it says it shows calendar, and then labels are true. What this does, it tells the view, it tells the MobiScroll event calendar to render a calendar with labels. Okay, now let's move to the responsive implementation. Now the responsive API is pretty cool. And it works pretty similarly to in a similar way to the CSS breakpoints and responsiveness that you can build in CSS. If you know how to build a responsive layout with the help of CSS, then you're familiar with the term of breakpoints. Breakpoints are steps which specify that it should take certain rules into account up to a specific pixel count, or a specific width in this case. The responsive API, the responsive option, supports 5 built-in breakpoints. It's extra small up to 575 pixels, small up to 767 pixels, medium up to 991 pixels, large up to 1199 pixels, and then extra large up to 1200 pixels. Besides this, if you want to fine tune it, and if this is not enough for you, or if you have a weird use case, and you want to build in, you want to add something specific, then you can add a custom breakpoint, and you say something like, okay, this is my custom breakpoint, and it should be 600 pixels, like we can see right here. You can do that as well. Okay, so let's see what this code does. So this responsive, this goes right into the calendar. We're not showing the full code because that's not important for this specific demo, but the responsive goes right here next to the view, or the height, or the theme variant, or the theme, or whatever. So it goes right in here. And it says that on extra small screens, so screens below, let's see, extra small, okay, so up to below 576 pixels, this rule set should be taken into account. So when you set up the event calendar instance, you specify a bunch of options. You say that, okay, I want to see a calendar, a week calendar, and a daily agenda below. Okay. What you can do is you can tell the calendar, you can tell the event calendar that below certain below certain width, take these options into account, apply these options, and after that, below a different breakpoint, apply those options. So for an extra small screen, we want to see we're overriding actually the view option, and we say that the view should be a weekly calendar and with a daily agenda. And that is what we're getting. So the viewport here, the width of this this container is 375 pixels, and we're seeing this. Let's go a little bit. Let's go further up. Okay, so we're at 576 pixels, which is 1 pixel. Actually, it is 1 pixel below small. So the extra small is still being applied. It's a bigger screen, but with the liquid layout of the event calendar, it renders well. We see the weekly calendar, plus we see the daily agenda. Let's go further up, and we're seeing that another rule set is kicking in. This is a custom breakpoint at 600 pixels. So right now this is 768 pixel wide, but if we would have put in 600 pixels, then this rule set would be still applied. So here we're specifying that the view should be a calendar with labels turned on. So this is a calendar with event labels. Don't mind this this cutoff because my screen doesn't let me. So basically, the width doesn't allow the full 768 pixels to show, but it is there. So yeah, so what we're seeing here is that it automatically switched, and if we move further down, then it switches back. If we move up, it switches. So why is this useful? This is useful because you might want to have a different experience on a landscape phone than on actually on a portrait phone, or the other way around. So you might want to have a weekly calendar with a daily agenda on portrait mode, and you might want to have a label calendar and just a calendar with labels, with event labels, when you're in landscape. This is really powerful, and it goes all the way from just customizing the view to basically showing hiding certain pieces of the component, and you can do any live change of any option that is available, that is supported by the API.